Hi everyone, so this video is on simplifying expressions. So simplifying expressions consists of two actions. The first action is to distribute or multiply in the first term, number, expression outside of your parentheses. So just like in the order of operations where you're trying to get rid of those parentheses first, same idea. We're going to do that by multiplying in whatever number or expression is out front. And then we're going to go ahead and collect like terms after we've gotten rid of those parentheses. And like terms are those numbers and variables which have the same variable and the same exponent. Okay, we can't add or subtract things which have different exponents. Now, just as a warning, this video is a very brief overview because I'm treating it as more, you just want to refresh yourself. So keep that in mind if this is too fast-paced. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify this expression. Now, you can note that it is an expression because it has no equal sign. Since it has no equal sign, we can't solve it. We can only simplify. So the first thing you want to notice is there are parentheses here. So here's our parentheses, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Now we want to go ahead and multiply what's in front. So what's in front of this first parenthesis, what's being multiplied in front, is a 6. So let's go ahead and multiply that 6 in. Now be careful because you do want to multiply it to every term. And terms are separated by that subtraction or addition. So if I multiply 6 in here, I'm going to get 18x squared. So then 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 2 minus 12x. 6 times 9 is going to be a nice 54. Now we've multiplied in that 6, so we can drop the parentheses now. There's nothing being multiplied out front. We went ahead and multiplied everything in there. Now on the second parentheses, you may see that 2 out front. But in actuality, let me change my colors here so we can see that. It's actually a negative 2 that's being multiplied. We want to make sure we're multiplying in that negative, or essentially that subtraction sign that we see out here. So make sure you multiply that in as you go along. So again, distribute that negative 2 in. So we have negative 2x squared minus 8x. Negative and a negative make a positive 24. Now the one thing I do want to note is that's probably the biggest error is people do forget that minus sign. So be very careful. There's that minus sign out there. You have to distribute it to everything because everything inside the second parenthesis is essentially being subtracted. That's what it means. Okay, now we have no more parentheses. We just have a bunch of terms which are separated by that addition and subtraction. So we want to go ahead and collect like terms. Now collecting like terms are adding or subtracting the terms which have the same variable and exponent. So 18x squared minus 2x squared. So 18 minus 2 is going to be 16x squared. Notice that I'm just taking the coefficients and bringing them together, and since there's a subtraction sign, it's 18 minus 2, which gives you 16. Notice I did not do anything to that exponent. You don't touch the exponent, it stays the same. 18 oranges minus 2 oranges gives you 16 oranges. Okay. Now let's move on to the x's. The x's have the same variable and the same exponent. The exponent's 1 in case you're wondering. So this is minus 12x minus 8x. I should say negative 12x minus 8x. Two negatives being brought together makes it a larger negative. My bank account is just getting more negative. Sad face. So that's going to be negative 20x. And last but not least, we have some nice constants. Constants are just numbers by themselves. So we have positive 54 plus 24. So let's add those together since they're both positive. It's going to get me nice 68. Okay, now let's double check that we've added together all of our like terms. We've got an x squared we've got an x, and we've got a constant or a number by itself. None of these are like terms because they don't have the same exponent. Okay, so that would be how to simplify an expression. So good luck and keep working on it.